baseball the show. Today, the final of this 2019 season between the Arkansas Travelers and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. It's baseball, and it's coming up next. Jerry Keel gets a call up here, and we're just about ready to go for Monday afternoon baseball here on MLB Network. Leading off for the Travelers, Luis Liberato, and we are ready for some Monday afternoon baseball. First pitch, here it is. Line drive right up the middle, a base hit, and that will lead off the ball game. And Arkansas first hit in the tally today. Amarillo has to get up in there today and try to win a ball game. Midland has to beat Springfield in order for them to play Amarillo for the best of 5 in the Texas League South Division playoffs. Now here's Jake Shiner as he takes a four-seam fastball. Now in the count, 0-1. Corpus Christi and Tulsa wraps up their season after today's game. And gotta say, these two ball clubs ready to see each other in 2021. Here's a pitch. Outside, 1-1. So Midland right now leads the Springfield Cardinals by a score of 4-2. So today, if they win against Springfield, they will verse the Sod Poodles in the best of 5. And if they lose, then Amarillo and the rest of us are finished through the year. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider, and now the count evened up at 2-2. Jerry Keel is best known for his best opposition, and that means he could go deep into games with regularity. And gotta say, I don't think it's this guy's fault, but let me tell you, he's doing pretty well. And looking forward to getting up in the San Diego Padres affiliation. And gotta say, that right there, pretty good. Here's the 2-2. And he's going to chop that one foul. And still holding on at 2-2. So the Sod Poodles, after today, will take the day off, which is tomorrow. We'll start the best of 5 on Wednesday against the Rockhounds. So swing and a miss. And Keel will get his first strikeout, and there's one away.
That in third. The center fielder, Dom Thompson.
And that brings in the center fielder, Dom Thompson Williams, up to the plate. Here's the pitch to him. Outside, two-seam fastball. Count now 1-0. Got fans from Arkansas watching. And gotta say, as of this point forward, Amarillo in first place. Midland in second. For the South Division, 2 teams. Tulsa in first place in the North Division. They lead the Cardinals, Drillers, and the Naturals. And the Travelers, too. So Travelers down to the 4th spot in the North. So Tulsa in first. Springfield in second. Drillers. Well, I did say the Drillers were in first place, but that's pretty good. We'll leave it at that. 3-1, and on deck, Eric Filia. So we got Tulsa Drillers in first place. Northwest Arkansas in second place. Springfield in third, and the Arkansas Travelers in the 4th spot. in the North Division. And that's a swing and a miss, and right there, 2 down as he'll chase that one. And there's 2 away and 2 strikeouts for Jerry Keel.
Right fielder, Eric.
So Keel gets 2 up, 2 down. And leading off for Arkansas, here's Eric Filia now as he takes a 4-seam fastball, count now 0-1. And don't forget your playoff tickets today will go on sale after today.
Runner!
And there's a runner. And he throws and gets him right there. What a play to get him out at second. Another look that will give you the instant replay right there as he gets him out right on cue. And that ends the top half of the first. Logan Gilbert, the Arkansas righty, will get the start on the mound today. And he gets the bottom half of the home first to the start. And got to say, these guys are just ready to go and ready to get this game over with. And then they'll head back home to Arkansas.
This afternoon,
Ryan Weathers will cover for the injured teammate of his. And got to say, right in center field today, we have Dre Overstreet. So we got to welcome him back today. And he's really good. Doctor said he's still able to play. He's functioning good. Got hurt during the game with Midland. They took him to the emergency room. They said, hey, rest 2 weeks and you're back to being good. And you'll be making the last game against Arkansas and Amarillo. So here's the 1-1. Right there, right to third, and there's 1 fly out right there. And that's 1 away. Chance now to give you the starting lineups of today's Amarillo Sod Poodles. And gotta say, this is the biggest day for these ball clubs. And as you can see, that Corpus Christi and Tulsa wraps up their season after today. Amarillo and Arkansas here in the season finale will wrap up their series today. And still got 10 games left to deal with. We got the best of 5 with the Rockhounds. And then best of 5 with Tulsa. So we'll have about 4 more games here at Amarillo, and then we'll have 6 away. Right up there. That's crushed. Center fielder chasing. Gone out of here. And Whittaker gets the first crack at it. And he sends one over the wall right up in center. And what a way, 429 feet and 102 mile an hour exit velocity. And Amarillo gets on the board first. It's 1-0. And got to look at this instant replay. Everybody's just shaking their head saying, whoa, how did that happen? And Amarillo gets on the board first. And now bringing in Luis Campusano, the catcher for the Sod Poodles, as he takes a low one down near the dirt even. It's ball 1. We've got a partly cloudy afternoon. Temperatures at 89 degrees. And right there to short. And that's the second out.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Taylor.
And that brings in the right fielder, Taylor Colway. Colway coming at this at-bat, his first of the day. And he's ready to go, trying to get this going. And that's going to be high, pop-up right there. Center fielder chasing it. He calls off the left fielder, and that will do. The inning is over. Here's Jackson Whittaker's solo shot. We go to the top of the second now. Amarillo up by 1. Top half of the second set to go, and that will bring in the 4-hitter, Eric Filia. So we get you set for this one here today. And that slider is at the knees, called for a strike, going 1. Got fans from Midland, Texas watching, home of the Midland Rockhounds. Got San Antonio fans too watching. Now the San Antonio Missions today will play their last ever game as a AAA affiliate for the Milwaukee Brewers up at Nashville. AAA affiliate for the Texas Rangers. Here's the 0-2. And did he go? Quite frankly, he did not go. Hits ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. Chopped foul, still hanging in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's still to count. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And hanging on. He still fouls that one off. And still holding on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Another one fouled off. Here's another one. Swing and a miss, and the pitcher wins this battle. And that's 1 away and a 3rd strikeout for Jerry. And what a way to get him fooled right there by instant replay. And that's pretty dominant right there. And here's Cal Riley now. 1 away in the inning. Nobody on here in the top half of the second. Amarillo leads by 1 against Arkansas. Here's the 1-0. In there, called for a strike, and that evened things up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. In there, called for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. So I gotta say, Jerry Keel is just one dominant pitcher for Amarillo this afternoon, and gotta say, he's just a pretty good ball club player. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a curveball, and a 2-seam fastball. And he's got a pack of in his arsenal. Swing and a miss. There's another one for him. Make that 4 total, and there's 2 away.
The third baseman.
So 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up the Coca-Cola batter. That is Jordan Cowan. Cowan up to the plate. Here's the pitch to him. In there, called for a strike, going 1. So beautiful Monday of this regular season. Playoff begins Wednesday against Midland and Amarillo. Down low. And the count now 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that's up high near second. Second baseman has it. And the shortstop gets called off. And that will do it. The top half is over. Bottom of inning number 2 coming up. Amarillo 1, Arkansas nothing. Eric Heim is the hot corner third baseman today. As we get you set for the bottom half of the home second. And down low as we get started with this one. It's a ball and no strikes. Got fans in shorts and t-shirts. And gotta say, that's pretty good too. And that's lifted high. Right fielder chasing this one, and he'll reach up and make the play, and that's one away. So chance to give you the Arkansas defensive lineups here today, and you got to see shortstop Cesar Isturiz Jr. He's known for his stuff, and we all get it. He's just the best guy in this team that could get a ground ball and a double play in a split second. All he has to do is throw second to first, and he's got it done for him. And he's pretty good right there. Chris Muriel, the designated hitter up, as we get you set for this one here this afternoon. And that one well crushed. Left fielder chasing it. Is it gone? Yeah, it is. It's out of here. And you got Muriel just being a regular show-off, and that is what you call establishing a base hit right there. And oh my goodness, what a way of that one. And now Amarillo has a 2-0 lead. And that, my friends, wow. You got to see that again. Just whacks it over the fence. And that one is gone out of here, my friends. And Amarillo's got a 2-0 advantage. That brings in Lee Bloom. And that's going to be chopped foul. Count now 0-1. So Amarillo has to beat the Travelers, and Midland has to beat Springfield. And gotta say, the playoffs are right in front of us. We can all see it. So it's gonna be a good day today, and gotta say, hope everybody enjoyed this first ever Sod Poodles baseball season here in Amarillo. Well, that was a fly out and right, and that will be 2 down right there. So gotta say, can't wait for the 2021 season. And we're gonna play some pretty good ball in 2021. As a new AA affiliate for the Arizona Diamondbacks, we'll be back here in Amarillo beginning on the 18th. And back up the middle, 2-out base hit right there. And got a single in that one.
Batting ninth, the center fielder.
And now bring in the center fielder, Dre Overstreet. Got to welcome him back after being out for 2 whole weeks. And gotta say, he looks good. He's ready to go. And he's just ready to get this one going here today. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 man on, 2 guys out. In the bottom half of the second, Amarillo 2, Arkansas nothing. Count now 2-1 on that 4-seam fastball, and gotta say, Logan Gilbert threw a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Here's the 2-1. And that's going to be popped foul. And now even things up at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And that is ball 3. So count now 3 balls, 2 strikes. And on deck, Ryan Weathers. Weathers coming in on a 3-2 full count. Here's the 3-2. And that is ball 4. So he gets a walk. And here comes the pitching coach here, as he's going to have a talk with his pitcher here. And he's going to tell him, hey, look, settle down and get your mechanics right. This ball game is getting away from you. And if you don't get your act together, I'm going to have to pull you out. It's that simple, right? That right there gets a pitching coach just angry. And that brings in Ryan Weathers. He's a line out, 0 for 1 here today. Here's the pitch to him. And that's lifted high. And the right fielder gets that one. And that will do. The inning is over. So 1 run on a couple base hits, no errors. And we go to the top of the 3rd. Amarillo 2, Arkansas nothing. We head to the top half of the 3rd, and leading off the shortstop, Cesar Izturis Jr. As he comes up here, here's the pitch to him. And we are underway, the top half of the 3rd. Count now 1-0. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And that's lifted high. Chasing it is Overstreet. And that's a base hit right there. And that's going to be a no-out double. And Arkansas's got their base hit.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter.
And that brings up the designated hitter, Jack Larson. Larson coming in, sets his sights. Here's the pitch. And did he go? No, he didn't. That's ball 1. So we're going to go ahead and give you a score from Tulsa and Corpus Christi here this afternoon in just a few minutes, or a few short seconds here. Tulsa is at 3-1 in the top half of the 2nd inning. And gotta say, they're doing really good here this afternoon. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Top of the 3rd, Amarillo 2, Arkansas nothing. Here's the pitch. And right there. And they can't make the play as they'll throw to second and try to get a double play. And he reaches first safely. Marcus Efting coming up now. And here's the pitch to him. And four-seam fastball outside, 1-0. Here's a 1-0 delivery. In there, called strike 1. So it's 1-1, even things up here. Pitch count now for Amarillo, 40 so far. And gotta say, they're doing pretty good. They could get out of danger or hopefully try to get out of this inning unscathed. Jerry Keel must get a ground ball and try to get some outs. Here's the 2-1. And that's ball 3, so 3-1 now. And Luis Liberato arrives on deck for Arkansas. 3-1, here it is. And that's outside, ball 4, and bases get loaded. And Arkansas threatening here in the top half of the 3rd.
Luis Liberato.
And that brings in Luis Liberato. Single on the 1st, 1 for 1. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul, 0-1. So Arkansas's got a great opportunity of getting a base hit. They'll draw in a few runs, nothing personal. But Ryan Weathers, or actually, I do apologize. Why am I bringing him up for? But anyway, 0-2 the count. Jerry Keel throws that four-seam fastball, and still the count 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is one away, and bases still remain loaded. And that's strikeout number 5 for Jerry Keel. And that brings in the next batter, Jake Shiner. And that's going to be fouled, and that will go out of play for a strike, 0-1. Shiner was a strikeout in the first, 0 for 1 here for him today. Here's the 0-1. And chopped foul again, 0-2. Ground ball gets him out of this inning unscathed. 1 away, bases loaded. Top of the third. And line drive right there. Base hit up the middle. There's 1. There's 2. And here comes the third. And Arkansas gets on the board. A 3-run shot.
Now batting.
And they get the bases mostly unloaded. But they have a runner at third still holding on. So 3-2 our score as the Travelers end a shutout early. And that brings in Dom Thompson-Williams, 0 for 1, strikeout in the first. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and that's something you don't see every day, and he's just gonna get that right there. Swing and missing. In there for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, and trying to keep the deficit right where it is. Jerry Keel sets his sights. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets him down. And that is 6 strikeouts right there.
Right fielder.
And there's 2 away. So Tulsa leads the Corpus Christi Hooks by a score of 3-1. And Arkansas pulls up in front. Right there, the first pass to the pitcher right there, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 stranded. Bottom of the third coming up, Arkansas 3, Amarillo 2. Bottom of the third coming up, and that brings in Jackson Whittaker. Solo home run in the first, 1 for 1.
Whittaker.
And did he go? Yes, he did. Slider, count now on 1. Bottom of the third here in this day. The last day of this 4-game set and homestand. Playoffs begin Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Right there at second. And they'll throw him out at first, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Luis Campusano.
And that brings in Luis Campusano up to the plate now. Ground out in the first, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch, and that is in the zone at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Pitch count for Arkansas, 28 so far through their time on the mound with Logan Gilbert. That's outside slider, 1-1. So I got to say, when you have a pitch count that low, it means he's being very dominant and very consistent on pitches. And that's a slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 man out, nobody on. Bottom of the third, Arkansas 3, Amarillo 2. Last game of the 4-game set. Amarillo losing 3. And that's line drive right there. Base hit in left. Tying run now at first.
The right fielder, number 15.
And that's a pretty good base hit right there. And all they have to do is claw back in this one. And that brings in Taylor Colway. Fly out in the first, 0 for 1 to the right fielder today. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 man on first. Here's the pitch to him. And that's high, and no, that's going to drift foul right at the very last minute. And that's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. In there at the middle, called for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now. Here's the pitch to him. Chopped foul, and whoa, you see that pitch count right there? 97 on that radar gun. Here's the 1-2. And that's high. And they're chasing it. And that gets over the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting.
And how lucky can you get by this guy, Taylor Colway? Bounced off the ledge of the wall, and it is out of here. It's gone. And that brings in the hot corner third baseman, Eric Heim. Fly out in the second, 0 for 1. And did he go around on the slider? Yes, he did. It's strike 1. So 0-1 the count. Runners at second and third, 1 away. Bottom of the third inning. So what a great way. If they could strike to get back up in this one, they surely can do that. 2-seam fastball. Count now 1-1. 3-2 our score. Amarillo threatening the Arkansas Travelers. Here's the pitch to him. And that is fouled. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looking to get a 3-run shot here. Here's the 1-2. At the knees, outside the zone, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And that is strike 3 called at the knees. And he's shaking his head in disbelief. And there's 2 gone. Here's Chris Muriel, the designated hitter, who was a solo home run in the second inning. He's 1 for 1 here today. And back up the middle, a base hit. There's 1. Here comes another. And they will retake the lead by a 2-run shot.
Now batting.
And that right there, my friends, that was great. They retake the lead. And that is one way a home crowd gets even happy. And that brings in the left fielder, Lee Bloom. He has been great all season long for Amarillo. Right back up there. And they will get him out at first, and that's the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. Top of the 4th coming up. Amarillo retakes the lead, 4-3. Top of the 4th set to go, and that brings in Cal Riley. Strikeout in the second, 0 for 1.
Cal Riley.
Looking to keep this game going for Amarillo. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Changeup gets them chasing. 0-1 now. Here's the 0-1. And that's high. Right fielder Colway has it. 1 down. So 1 pitch, 1 high ball, and 1 out.
Jordan
gets retired after a fly out, and there's 1 away. Jordan Cowan, the Coca-Cola batter, comes up. Comes in, faces Jerry Keel once again, and 4-seam fastball misses outside. Here's the 1-0. Down low, 2-0. That was a curveball for 72 miles an hour. Here's a 2-0. In there, called for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1. In there for a called strike. 2-2 now. Looking for another strikeout. Here's the pitch. And high pop-up. Heim under this one, and he'll make the catch. Nearly drops it. And that is 2 away here in the top of the 4th. And that brings in the shortstop for Arkansas, Cesar Izturis Jr. 1-for-1, double and a run. His last time up in this game. And here's the pitch to him. Line drive back up the middle, a base hit. And he's got himself a pretty good base hit. Well, let's give you the update. Corpus Christi and Tulsa are tied with 3, the bottom half of the 4th. And news flashers, Jerry Keel right there. Struck out 6. Only 62 pitches so far for this one. And that brings up the 8-hole hitter, Jack Larson, as he changes a bad one for a changeup. Count now 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Right up there for a strike, 0-2. So 1 more strike, and that will end the top of this inning. Amarillo 4, Arkansas 3. They lead by 1. Here's the 0-2. Chopped foul, and hanging on there. Here's the 0-2. Another one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. And strike 3 call. Gets him down looking for the final out of the inning. Bottom of the 4th coming up. And we are 4-3 score, Amarillo. Bottom of the 4th, and now bring up the Amarillo shortstop, Manolo Capua. 1-for-1 in this game here today. And that's going to be high pop-up right there, right in center. And the center fielder gets that one for the first out of the inning. So Thompson Williams out there today for Arkansas. Out in the outfield. And that brings in Dre Overstreet. Walk in the 2nd. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be crushed. Where is this one going? And that goes to the right fielder. And that's 2 away in the inning. Well, I thought that one was going to be out of here. Overstreet would have had his first home run of the day. Especially getting out of rehab and looking pretty good. Ryan Weathers up to bat as he takes the spot of Ivan Castillo. Castillo has a hurt finger, got injured during the final game of the 4-game set with Tulsa and been out for at least 5 days already. Here's the 0-2. Outside to Ryan Weathers. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. So 3-3 is the score at Corpus Christi and Tulsa. And gotta say, it's anybody's ball game when you see a score like that. Chopped foul. And holding at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. And that one's hit. under it is the second baseman, and he'll make the catch out there, and that ends the inning. We played 4 full, Amarillo 4, Arkansas 3. Top of the 5th set to go, and that brings in Marcus Efting. Walk in the 3rd.
Marcus Efting.
So we start the top half of the 5th inning for Arkansas. And that one is chopped foul. Count now 0-1. So we have 10 games left. The Amarillo Sod Poodles affiliate days of the San Diego Padres, 10 days away, is about to come to its end. So got to say to all the San Diego Padre affiliates out here that love these guys, won't see them here anymore, but we will evidently see them when we play the San Antonio Missions in 2021. Well, Jerry Keel gets his 8th strikeout, and here's the leadoff hitter, Luis Liberato. Single in the first, 1 for 2. 4-3 your score, top of the 5th, 1 away, nobody on. Here's the pitch, change up in there, 0-1. So San Antonio will be the AA affiliate of the San Diego Padres. Amarillo will be the Arizona AA affiliate. So gotta say, they will still play the same teams. You'll have Midland, Frisco, Corpus Christi, San Antonio, and Amarillo for the South Division. You'll have Wichita, Springfield, Tulsa, Arkansas, and Northwest Arkansas in the North Division. So gotta say, these 2 ball clubs are 2 Texas League farm systems will gain 2 more teams. Right there to short, right there to first, and he's retired, now 2 down.
The second baseman.
So that will bring in Jake Schneider, 1 for 2 with the triple that led to 3 runs coming in to score. So 3 RBIs and batted in. And that curveball is outside. Count now 1-0. Here's the 1-0. In there, changeup, 1-1. 1 for 2 to Jake Schneider here today. Here's a 1-1 right there near the away dugout. And he's going to catch that one in front of the entrance of that dugout. And that is the inning. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Amarillo 4, the Travelers 3. Bottom of the 5th, and that brings in Jackson Whittaker. 1 for 2, a solo home run back in the first inning in his last plate appearance. And here's the pitch to him. Right there to first. And that's a ground out, 1 away. So Amarillo has to get up there and try to get some more runs in so they can stay well ahead of Arkansas. That'll bring in Luis Campusano, 1 for 2. A single and a run up in this one here this afternoon. Here's the pitch. Right there, and that's going to be back up the middle, a base hit. So a pop of the bat right there. And that right there,
the right fielder, number 50.
Just a beautiful line drive up in center, the base hit. Taylor Colway, 1 for 2, a double and a run comes up here in the box. Takes a ball on the 4-seamer, and that's 1-0. Pitch count for Logan Gilbert for the Arkansas Travelers is 53 pitches so far through his time on the mound. And here's a 1-0. And there's another one lifted high. Left fielder, and Center fielder chasing that one, and oh my goodness. And he's going to dive right there, and they're both safe. So second and third again. And that ball drops a base hit. And the left fielder, I don't know what the heck he was doing. He's just standing there. And the center fielder just steps in and grabs this one. And that brings in the hot corner third baseman Eric Kime as he takes a four-seam fastball. Count now 0-1. Strikeout and flyout in his last plate appearance. 0 for 2 here today. Bottom of the fifth, 4-3 our score. Amarillo leading by 1. Right there, right at first, gets him out for the second out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 ground ball, and 1 out. That is at first base. That brings up the designated hitter, Chris Muriel, 2 for 2, home run. Single that led to 3 runs coming in across to score. And let's see if he can work some more magic here. As he will, oh my goodness, swing and a miss on the slider. Count now 0-1. Wyatt Mills and We On You, the righties, warming up in the Travelers bullpen. 2 for 2, Chris Muriel. Here's the pitch to him. And that's a slider, fouled right there and left, and that will look out over there. Oh my goodness, gotta be careful when you see those foul balls. And pop of the bat right there. And they'll get him out at first, and the bat breaks, and look out for the shrapnel out there. And that ends the inning. Top of the 6th coming up. Amarillo 4, Arkansas 3 as we end the 5th inning. Top of the 6th ready to go, and that brings up the center fielder for the Travelers, Dom Thompson Williams. 0 for 2 and 2 strikeouts on him. Here's pitch number 80. Right up in the middle for called for a strike, 0-1. Wow, I gotta say, 80 pitches. He's only 20 away from 100. Chopped foul. Count now 0-2. Here's the 0-2 to him. And that is outside. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. And that is strike 3 at the knees, 1 away. And there is strikeout number 9 now.
Now batting, right fielder.
And Jerry Keel. My goodness, this guy is a fastball thrower. No wonder he's got confidence on the mound today for his side of the story here. Eric Filia, 0 for 2, strikeout and ground out. And when I mean by story, I mean he's just a guy with the fastball throwing capability. Just a guy that can nail a bird right off your shoulders if you could throw that ball to nail him. Well, 0-2 now. And Eric Filia, my goodness, 1 swing and a miss, and Jerry Keel could get a 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch to him. At the knees, called for a slider, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that's lifted high, under it. Colway makes the catch out there and right, and that's 2 down.
The catcher, number 41.
And that brings up the catcher, number 41, Cal Riley. Strikeout and flied out, 0 for 2 in his last plate appearance. Looking for 10 strikeouts for a Taco Tuesday, the last of the season. And that's when Amarillo and Tulsa will play each other on the 10th of September. Best of 5 for the Texas League Championship Series. And we're going to have the whole Texas League watching us on the days through Tuesday through Sunday games. 2 games at Amarillo, 3 at, well, I should say, yeah, 2 games at Amarillo and 3 at Tulsa. Here's the 0-2. Chop foul. Count now still holds 0-2. Yeah, so Tulsa will get to come here. They'll play 2 games, and then we'll head to Tulsa for 3. And that's going to be chopped right there. Can they get them? Yes, they will. And that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. So bottom of the 6th we go. Amarillo 4, Travelers 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're at
Wyatt Mills will come up on the mound now as we get ready for the bottom half of the 6th inning. And here's the left fielder, Lee Bloom.
Leading off, the left fielder, Lee.
He's 0 for 2 here today. And he's ready to go to start the home half of the 6th. Here's the pitch, left fielder out there going pretty good. 0-1 the count now. Bottom of the 6th, 4-3 your score, nobody on. 6th inning underway. And that's high pop-up. Left fielder gets this one. And that's the first out of the 6th inning.
Now batting, number 89.
That brings up number 89, the shortstop Manolo Capua. 1 for 2, single in the 2nd. Had a beautiful evening as we're fixing to be in the early stages. And a 4-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour, called for a strike 0-1. Travis Hayden and Nolan Hoffman, 2 righties in the Travelers bullpen, begin the warm-up toss. 1 for 2 to Capua. And here's the pitch to him. Right there, way too high. Left fielder chasing, gets that one for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, the center fielder, Dre.
And that brings up the center fielder, Dre Overstreet. 0 for 1, a walk in the 2nd. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be line drive. Right there, base hit. So a single gets in there. And the inning continues
The batter,
for
the
one
second
more
baseman,
batter.
Ryan Weather.
And that brings up the center fielder, Ryan Weathers. Well, he played center field yesterday, but now tonight at second base, covering for Ivan Castillo. Castillo is out on injury, so he should be back hopefully pretty soon. Hopefully doctors will x-ray his finger that was broken. They're in the final game of that Tulsa series. Here's the 0-2. And right back up the middle, a base hit. And gotta say, now you got 2 runners on. You got first and second, and still 2 outs. So gotta say, still hanging on for at least 1 more.
Whittaker.
And that brings in Jackson Whittaker. He was the solo home run in the first inning. And he whacks that one right over the fence. And let's see if he could whack another one over the fence. That would be phenomenal if he was to do that here in the bottom half of the 6th. Chopped foul. Look out! Oh my goodness, take cover over there. He fouls that one off. Count now 0-1. 1 for 3 to Whittaker. Back up the middle, a base hit. And bases get loaded. Amarillo threatening. And grand slam opportunity here for Amarillo to kick things up a little bit. So bases loaded and 2 outs. Luis Campusano up to the plate. 2 for 3, 2 singles and a run. And takes a four-seam fastball. Count now 0-1. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch to him. Chopped foul, and that goes still 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And that's back up the middle, base hit. 1 run scores. 2 runs are coming.
He's in there.
And he's in there. Oh my goodness, what a way. And now you got second and third going. And still 2 outs, and that'll lead off Taylor Colway to come in. Looking for 2 more here. And that right there gets out. Right to second, to first, and that's the inning. So 2 runs come in across the score here in this inning. Top of the 7th coming up. Amarillo 6, Arkansas 3. Top of the 7th ready to go, and that brings in the Coca-Cola batter, Jordan Cowan. 2 pop-outs in his last plate appearance, 0 for 2. Jerry Keel still hanging in this ball game, and he takes a 4-seam fastball, and we're underway the 7th. It's 0-1. Well, gotta say, we're doing pretty well here this afternoon. Amarillo and Arkansas, last game of the regular season finale. Corpus Christi and Tulsa playing each other, and they are at the top half of the 7th right now. And they are deadlocked at 3 apiece. Here's the 0-2. Right there, strike 3. Got him looking. And that is 10 strikeouts. And Jerry Keel just doing pretty good. Cesar Izturis Jr., the shortstop, comes up 2 for 2, double, single, and a run for him. And gotta say, he's just been really dominant for that one. So 1 ball and no strikes here. 1 man away, nobody on. 6-3 our score, Amarillo. Outside, count now 2-0. So Amarillo's got a 3-run deficit, and they look for more. Here's the pitch. And did he go? No, he didn't. And that's 3-0 now, and on deck, Jack Larson. Well, we got update now, top half of the 7th. Tulsa gets a run in, and it's a 4-3 lead against Corpus Christi. And that's a ball, and that's 4 balls. So the runner gets going at first. And that brings in Jack Larson. And now we're going to have the manager come out of the bullpen, and that will do for Sod Poodles' starting pitcher. And that brings in Jesse Schultens. So Jerry Keel did his job here today. He got 10 strikeouts. And you got to say that right there is good for a Taco Tuesday, no doubt. So he still stands in it, and he gets to hopefully get the W here in the last day of this season.
Jesse.
And that's Jesse Schultz, the righty from California, comes in. The California native gets the ball here. 6'4", 230 pounds, age 25. Still at the top half of the 7th inning. 1 man out and 1 man on here in this one. Here's the pitch to him. Up top, too high right there. Count now 1-0. So a ground ball gets a double play, and that will be the inning if that actually happens. Here's a 1-0. And that is going to be popped foul right there and right, and that will go into the crowds. It's 1-1. Here's a 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss. Gets him jumping out of his shoes, and it's 2-2. Gracious me, he's just jumping. Really jumpy. And that's going to be chopped foul. Still hanging on at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 one more time. And that will get fouled off. Here's the 2-2 one more time. And did he go? No, ball 3. So full count now, and on deck Marcus Efting. Efting coming on the on deck circle, ready to go if he could get on base here. Here's 3-2, full count. Swing and a miss, gets him down, and that's 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down, and Schultz gets a strikeout.
Marcus Efting.
Gotta say, ready to go here. Here's the pitch to him. Chopped foul. Count now 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Back up the middle, a base hit. So you got 2 runners on, and now the tying run coming in at the box.
Luis Liberato.
And that brings in Luis Liberato, the leadoff hitter, 1 for 3, a single in the first inning. 2 outs with 2 on here in the top half of the 7th. 6-3 your score.
Nope.
Up top, 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Crowd enjoying this. Happy Monday, everybody. Here's a 1-0. In there, called for a strike, and now even things up at 1-1. Here's a 1-1. And that's ball 2 now. So that one was way too high above the strike zone. Now the count now 2-1. Here's a 2-1. And that's going to be right there, base hit. 1 run scores. And they will still hold on. Tying run at second now.
Now batting.
Go ahead run up to the plate now. And that brings in Jake Shiner, 1 for 3, a triple that led to 3. Right to third, right to first, and that saves them. And that will be a 1-run shot right there on that base hit. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Amarillo 6, Arkansas 4. Get up a stretch. It's taking me out to the ball game. Bottom of the 7th, and leading off Eric Heim.
The third baseman.
Heim coming in. Hot corner third baseman, 0 for 3. And that's lifted high. Center fielder chasing, and he'll reach up and grab that one. That's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chris Muriel.
And that brings in Chris Muriel. 2 for 3. And here's the second inning right here. And he just cracks that one out of here with a solo shot and left. And that was just a beauty as he did that one. Here's the designated hitter, Chris Muriel now. As he takes a two-seam fastball, count now 1-0. Here's a 1-0. Chopped foul at the dirt. And that's 1-1. Early evening hours. About 6 o'clock already here in downtown Amarillo. Bottom of the 7th, 6-4 our score here in the final game of this 4-game series. And right there, left fielder chasing it, and he'll make the catch, 2 down. So 2 flyouts and 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. And here's Lee Bloom. He's 0 for 3 here today, and he's going to pop that one loose, and that's foul. 0-1. Well, last time of these two ball clubs, Amarillo, the San Diego Padres affiliate, Arkansas, the AA affiliation of the Seattle Mariners. Last 2 times of these ball clubs, a affiliate of San Diego that will always be remembered here in the 2019 season. Here's a 2-1 now. Right there, that looked like it's pretty good, but fortunately not, as that will head to the left fielder for the final out of this inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and we played 7 full. We go to the top half of the 8th. 6-4 our score.
Leading off for Arkansas,
Dom Thompson Williams will start the top half of the 8th inning. And Amarillo looking to hold on to the lead. And that's going to be line right there. Overstreet on his horse. He grabs that one. For the first out of the inning. My goodness gracious me.
Eric Filia.
And that brings in Eric Filia, the right fielder. 0 for 3, fly out in the 6th inning. Pitch count for Jesse Schulten's now 16 so far for his time on the mound. He was called up in the top half of the 7th inning to get the job done. Oh, Jerry Keel, my goodness, he was a strikeout master today. And he's going to get a rest of the evening to be off and to rest from his hard labor. And that guy, he's just over dominant. And right there, right fielder Colway under that one as he chases that one down. And that's 2 outs already. So Arkansas down to their final 4 outs. And now lead off Cal Riley, 0 for 3, ground out in the 6th inning. So thank you guys for enjoying a regular season. The first and second half. And promise you one thing, we got more baseball ahead of this day as we play Midland and Tulsa. And now the count now 0-2. So Wednesday night we'll start the first of 5 between the Rockhounds and the Sod Poodles here at home. First 2 games here at Amarillo and next 3 at Midland. Back here on Tuesday night, September 10th, we play the Tulsa Drillers for the Best of 5 Championship Series. And the final game of that 5-game series against Tulsa is Sunday afternoon, September 15th. And that will be the last day Amarillo is affiliated to San Diego. Here's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And they look at him, and that was a silly look right there as he strikes him out. And that ends the inning. Bottom of the 8th. And we are at 6-4 in this ball game.
Your attention, please.
Travis Hayden is called to the mound now for Arkansas as he'll be called upon to pitch here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And gotta say, that's pretty good. Here's the shortstop, Manolo Capua, the number 8 hole hitter, who was a single in the second, 1 for 3. And he's been great all evening long. And back up the middle to short, and that's 1 away. So 1 pitch, 1 high ball right to shortstop, and that's out number 1. And that brings in the center fielder, Dre Overstreet for Amarillo. 1 for 2, single and a run. And looking to get in there. And down low, 92 miles an hour, call for a 4-seam fastball, and it's 0-1. Way on you and Nolan Hoffman, the righties coming in the Travelers bullpen as they start their warm-up tosses. And back up right there. Oh my goodness. Get out. Goodbye. It's out of here. My goodness. My goodness gracious me. What the heck just happened there? That's a ball hit out of here. And home crowd goes crazy. That solo home run by Dre Overstreet. And he still has it in him. So that's a pretty good one right there by instant replay. And that one is gone. Now bring in the second baseman, Ryan Weathers. 1 for 4, a single and a run. Now the game is at a deficit of 3. So 7-4, Amarillo. Here's Ryan Weathers now. And right there, fair ball, base hit. And uh-oh, he misses it. And that's a leadoff 1-out double. And Weathers got a double. Courtesy of that Sod Poodles double is Taco Villa tickets through everybody here this afternoon. So it'll be the last Taco Tuesday versing off Tulsa. Jackson Whittaker, 2 for 4, home run, single, RBI. Takes a slider, count now 0-1. So this game is about to be in the books for Sod Poodles. And now here's the 0-1. And ouch, that got him. And they'll get him out. He'll make the play. And that drills him in the arm. And hopefully he's all right. Luis Camposano, 3 for 4, 3 singles, 2 RBIs, and a run. Looking to get that runner home from second. Swing and a miss, a slider. Count now 0-1. Travis Hayden now up 8 pitches so far through this game. Now 0-2. Well, Tulsa leads by 1 against the Corpus Christi Hooks. They'll lead 4-3. And Amarillo leads 7-4 against Arkansas. Well, we played 8 full with 1 run on a few base hits, no errors. We go to the top of the 9th, 7-4 Amarillo.
For Arkansas.
Here's Jordan Cowan, his last ever plate appearance. As we start the top half of the 9th, 3 outs remain. Right up there. Under it is Overstreet. Or Colway, I should say. I do apologize to Taylor. Under it is Colway, and there's one away there. Cesar is Juris Jr., the shortstop. 2 for 2. And gotta say, as of this point forward, this game looks like it's almost in the books. So regular season about to finish. Home crowd getting up after getting there. 2 outs remain for the Travelers. Here's the pitch. Curveball outside, 1-1. Thank you to you guys that just came out, and those that are watching by our app and YouTube Live. Here's a 1-1. Outside, 2-1. So 2 outs remain here in the top half of the 9th. Remind you to stay tuned as we give you your final line scores here of the show as we conclude this regular season finale game between Arkansas and Amarillo. Well, 2-2 the count now. 1 man out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. And that's high right there. Shortstop grabs that one at the shoes for the 2nd out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And that's out number 2. And Arkansas down to their final out here in this afternoon's ball game. And gotta say, this is just almost the end point right here for these 2 ball clubs. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike, 0-1. And Corpus Christi and Tulsa fixing to wrap up their series. Bottom of the 9th, Tulsa 4, Corpus Christi 3. They have 1 out. And now the count now 0-2, and Arkansas down to their last strike of this game. Last ever game of these 2 ball clubs. Here's the 0-2. And that's outside. Curveball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right, everybody, get up and make some noise for your sod poodles. Let's go. Here's 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And that's going to be high. Colway chasing it. And he can't bring it back in. That one is out of play. And now the count still holds at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. And that's high. Under it is Overstreet. And that's the ball game. So Amarillo wins the finale of this 4 games. And the regular season is in the books. Midland beats Springfield, so that means we got more baseball for us here. So check back with us on Wednesday night. We take on the Midland Rockhounds for the first of 5 here in this one. And gotta say, we cannot wait to see you guys back here on Wednesday night. It's going to be really good. Amarillo 1-0. This one's for them. We got more baseball ahead. Stay tuned. We got final scores coming up here on MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 7 runs on 14 hits. no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Travelers, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And so today we wrap up the regular season finale of these two ball clubs. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to this broadcast. And don't forget, we got more baseball ahead as we get ready to play the South Division Playoff Series. As we'll play the Midland Rockhounds for the best of 5. And don't forget the Championship Series beginning on Tuesday, September 10th. We'll verse off the Tulsa Drillers for the best of 5. And gotta say, as of this point forward, really fun. Well, Corpus Christi and Tulsa just wrapped up their series. The Drillers win. Final score, Tulsa, Corpus Christi 3. So, gotta say, that right there pretty good as they finally put their season to a close. Well, let's check at the game with the Springfield Cardinals and the Midland Rockhounds. Gotta say, as of this point forward, the Rockhounds have won their ball game against the Cardinals organization. And we got to give a look at the final line scores. So, my goodness, they are really good. They got a lead 11-6. And it's really looking good for the Rockhounds, as this game, the last ever for these two ball clubs, they'll win this one a final score of 11-6. Well, let's go over your final line scores. First, for the victorious Amarillo Sod Poodles, 7 runs on 14 hits, no errors. For the Arkansas Travelers, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Chris Muriel, the designated hitter, the designated hitter, the DH, was a 2 for 4, a home run, and 3 runs batted in. Win on the mound for Amarillo goes to Jerry Keel. Keel wins after all, and I will say congratulations for him as he struck out 10. So cheaper by the dozen for him. Jesse Schultens gets the save. Logan Gilbert for Arkansas gets the loss. And that will do for this regular season. Well, for all of us here, we will see you Wednesday night as we play the Rockhounds for the best of 5, beginning the 2019 Texas League playoffs. And we'll see you there.